So we are live.
Live. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Nerdy Up North podcast. It's a nerdy podcast hosted by Northern Nerds. I am one of your hosts, Sam.
And I'm the host, Paul, and we are joined by the fabulous and majestic looking Peaches. And Annabelle as well. So, yes, we are doing a special episode this evening as Peaches has asked us if she could come on and promote some of her projects that she's got up. And with Peaches being a friend of the podcast and a friend of the group and just a friend, basically, we always like to oblige. So this episode is all about herself and all about... Well, we're going to talk about horror and probably some weird shit as well. It'll probably end up happening. So thank you for joining us this evening, Peaches, and thank you for taking some time to come on the podcast.
Oh, thank you for having it. It's like, I was thinking, it's been ages since I was on. The last one that we did, I think, was it about a year ago?
Longer. It was the charity podcast, so it was a year in November gone, so a year and a few months.
It's just, I don't know where the time's going. And like, it was for the cat
Willows
charity.
Yes.
Willows, wasn't it?
It was,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
And I know when the cat charity promoted us, they used actually your photos to promote it as well.
With my old cat, yes. I
Yes.
remember now, yes.
So yes.
Oh my God.
So give us a little bit introduction about yourself there, Peaches.
Right, well, I've had a lot of caffeine today, so this could either go two ways. So I'll either be tripping over my words or I'll be like, blah, 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 like that. So
That's
yeah,
fine.
I've had too much caffeine. Yeah, so basically I'm Peaches and Scream. Obviously, you just know us already, and I'm like a friend. I kind of do a little bit of everything. I've got my hands in all kinds of pies, as I always say. I've always been like an artist, so a bit of cosplay, a bit of makeup, just a bit of everything, to be honest.
To be fair, though, that is an understatement, though. A bit of cosplay and a bit of makeup.
A bit of makeup. Honestly, like, I used to sort of like model. I've done literally everything, honestly. But it's mostly, say, like makeup. But I started TikTok through lockdown, and I like to post like my vlogs and stuff when I'm on there. So I've got too many interests, so it's just so hard to keep them. Do you know what I mean? So I'll do like vlogs of where I'm going, like dark tourism, lots of graveyards, obviously, not to be stereotypical. Obviously horror, witchy things, art, not so much drawing, but like making things, crafting, DIY, as you can see, antiques, and just I found like I've got too many interests and sort of things that I can sort of put together and just do a bit of everything. Whereas originally I started sort of doing just the makeup and the cosplay. So now I kind of do just a bit of everything.
Yeah, so basically like a handyman for the alternative, shall we say?
Pretty much.
You're a gothic handyman.
Yes, actually, yeah.
That.
Like, do you know, and like I was thinking about sort of like that the other day, and I was going, because of how my house is and stuff, it's not finished either. I'm forever adding to it and creating things and making things and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I kind of have there's too much, and like I don't have a niche. My niche is chaos. That's my niche, chaos.
And I know that personally. When we went to Tynemouth Market, and she's just, honestly, she can find the most obscure, and it would have a place. She knew exactly where it would go.
I think
it was so fascinating to see.
Behind us, when I was with you, did I get you'll see the perfume bottle?
Yeah.
I think I was
you
with
also
you.
pre-ordered the picnic set.
Oh God, yeah. Which was the cathedral. I'm obsessed with cathedrals as well. That's another one to add to the list. Like, and I never used to post about like stuff, and I was like, I've kind of made friends with people because I started posting more of my interests, and like I made friends.
I know that feeling.
Like,
like
the cathedrals. Obviously, I'm a massive nerd, mostly horror nerd, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I was like, there's so many different things that I like and that I've done. I kind of just stick to just the one.
No, but isn't that
a
good thing? So it's like you've got that energy where you can think, right, you'll never like just sit down and say, "Oh, I'm gonna have a boring night in," and stuff like that. It's like, right, what I've woke up today. What am I gonna do? I'll find a cool graveyard, or I'll find a cool cathedral, or I'll video blog me dressing up to sit like say to the nines.
Yeah.
So it's always kind of like say entertaining. I'm interested to know, how did you get started in cosplay as well? Because I know we've had a few cosplayers come on the podcast now, but your cosplayers, I'm not going to say like it's very different, shall we say? It's very like your style. There's not many people that can pull off your style. Like I say, it's absolutely fabulous and amazing.
Well, thank you.
But like say when I was putting together like say the promo stuff for you coming on, it was like looking at the images, just everything was astounding. It was like trying to think, what can I put in, what can like I show off, because everything is like say the quality. There's nothing done poor or to a bad level. Like say the taste level's always like great there. But how did you get started? How did you find yourself in it?
Oh, well, I used to sort of model like years ago. I've modeled for like Killstar. I think we had this conversation last time. Killstar, like alternative brands, like latex designers, all that kind of thing. And it started kind of there. And the designer I was sort of sponsored, she was a sponsor. She was a latex designer, Phoenix Designs UK. She still sometimes takes orders. So she was kind of the one that was like, oh, well, we got together and we did like my own version of like a Harley Quinn and a Poison Ivy, but in latex. And that was such a long time ago. I feel so old. So that's how it sort of started. And that's when I sort of did it a little bit. You're talking literal years ago, I'm trying to think. I feel like a fossil, to be honest.
If you're a fossil, I'm fucked. So
fuck you. We're the same age.
I do, honestly. So you're talking. Yeah, I'm thinking. Was it maybe like 10 years ago? You know.
So it started out. So was it something that you were into before, or was it something that you got into through modeling type thing that you thought, oh, this is like fun and like moving, like see what you can do, or what boundaries you can push at the same time?
Yeah, I think I sort of always had that sort of interest in dressing up, and like when I was younger, I used to raid me Nana and me mum's Avon. I don't know if you remember Avon.
I remember Avon. Yes,
I remember Avon
thing as well. So the Avon, I used to be rummaging, and then I used to dress up in me Nana's clothes. So she used to have sort of the 1950s style. Again, I feel so old, but it was kind of I've always been like an artist in some kind of form.
Yeah.
And like dressing up in the makeup, and my mum used to buy were like matching like eyeshadows and things, and I used to stand, she had like a mantelpiece like this, and we used to stand in front of the mirror and do our makeup together and match and everything, and it would be like skincare and things like that. So it kind of, there's always been some kind of interest in it. Same with horror, that's always been something that's been consistent in my life as well. So I'm holding my pen, like, because I've got I made like little notes as well, just in case I forgot anything.
Bless you, man.
You're more prepared than us, so don't worry. No, it's quite interesting, and as you said, with horror being such a stay in your life as well, I've been like. Obviously, from like the cosplays you do, you must take a lot of different inspiration from like say the horror genre as well. So I know probably most people that'll know you from is the Pinhead one. That's like the iconic one that you can see like all over, like see your Facebook, or like when you do the searches and stuff. That
I will post that until I die. I will annoy the shit out of everyone by I just can't. It's literally one of my favourite images ever, and that was when I did that shoot with Horrify Me. It's just literally, and that sort of, I've always kind of been associated with Pinhead. I think he's behind us as well.
He is.
I've got the bits and pieces. I've got the box and everything. So I think I'll always be associated with Hellraiser and Pinhead. That shoot, honestly, it was so fun. I remember having the Hellraiser, the music theme, and I was just like a little child, like dead excited. And the bucket of blood and just pouring it at the end, that was just, it was, I couldn't see. But that was just amazing. So I will continue to post them and do prints of them, and like I think someone was saying the other day asking if I did the t-shirts, which I should probably start doing actually.
I want a t-shirt, I want a key ring, I want a mug, I want a cushion. I just want pictures all over my house.
Yeah, no, because honestly, like I say, Pinhead is obviously one of my favourites. I would show you, well, I've probably posted the photo. I've got the big portrait of Pinhead on my arm that got finished up just recently, and was started that like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I've got it on my arm now as well.
So have you got any like new cosplayers or anything that you've got lined up, or anything that's in the works?
I have. I won't mention them just in case. There's a couple of things that I'm sort of. It's timing. Honestly, like at the minute, I'm trying to sort of juggle everything. It's really difficult, and I know, like on sort of October, I did quite a few. I did like the Demogorgon, the sexy Demogorgon. What else did I do?
I know. I looked at that. That was the most confusing thing I've ever seen. It was beautiful but scary at the same time. I was like, I don't know whether I should be attracted to this or just be terrified and run away from it at the same time.
That's what I love. That's what I kind of like play on. Like, is it sexy? Is it beautiful? Is it terrifying? Or is it all of them together? And I think that's kind of just me to a T. Because like, I find. Have you seen Dracula?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. That honestly, that is literally me. Like sort of the horror, I see glamour in horror.
Yeah.
In monsters and things like that. So it's kind of, well, for example, like tonight I've done, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if I can get close. I've got like a little ghost face. This one's deceased because it doesn't match, but the blood, and I've got the little stabby stab, and like I kind of try and have like
a theme.
And I've got there he is.
There he is.
So I'm excited for a scream, obviously.
Yes.
So I try and sort of match things inspired by things and just throw them all together and have like a casual, soft wedding look.
Yeah. No, like it's like doing things that look like where you can't, they're not obvious type things. So if it's like, if you look at it a little bit longer, you can say, oh, I can see the influences and the references. It's like kind of like layers upon layers. But because I know you said about like you see your cosplay and stuff like that, because with the attention you probably get from it as well, I know like it's good publicity. Have you ever had any like bad experiences from people like with the cosplay, how it's gone? Or
yeah,
I'm not trying to go deep or darkly here to say.
Like it's a touching without consent mostly. I won't go too much into it, but like the Pinhead, because I think people seem to think that latex and boobs mean consent, and that
that you're okay putting yourself in that position, so therefore it's okay for me to go and touchy grabby feely.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's all about like the boundaries, you know, like obviously if I've got my friends, you know, and if someone asks us or, you know, whatever, but it's when people sort of come out of nowhere and sort of try and grab you and things like that. Not a fan.
No, definitely. And I know when we had the Coven girls on, they said something similar as well. It's like, just when you, like, because you're in an outfit or in a place, and I know they said some of the bigger cons, it can be a little bit more intimidating and stuff like that. So it's not a nice experience as well, especially, like, as you said, it's an art form rather than like say anything else, especially with the way like your makeup comes across as well. And I know this is going to sound strange me saying it because I thought Sammy would be the one to bring it up. I wanted to talk about your makeup a little bit more because I know you've got some exciting news when it comes to your makeup. You've got some classes coming soon, haven't you?
Yes. So I wrote it down like the date. So
well done.
Like the 27th of May, basically, I'm doing like a workshop with the Alternative Model of the Year competition. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Yeah.
Only because of you. You did it. Did you do it? You've done it before.
Yes. Actually, funny. Well, it's not a funny story, but like that's what's kind of started us off back in 2012, maybe, or maybe 2011. I sort of entered that competition. I've done it a few times. It was just kind of for the, like the fun and experience. So I've done like a few of them, and that started the sort of modeling back in the day. Then I would like do photography with my friends and stuff. Then that alternative model of the year, I did a workshop with them last year as well. So basically it's just a chance to sort of like talk about like products that I use, products that I recommend. Sort of, I'm not sure what kind of, well, actually, no, I'm lying. I do know what kind of vibe I'm going for with that. But I usually keep it until the last minute. So the last time it was kind of like my everyday, like gothic kind of look. And I sort of,
can I just stop you there as well, though? But your everyday gothic look isn't just everyday, shall we say?
No, it is absolutely.
If you look on Peach's TikTok, she is flawless in every single aspect. So
you really are.
Thank you. But honestly, that is just right. I always say this, right? Like social media is about a fucking 10% of, well, maybe 20. So like when you're sort of dressing up and whatever, like it takes about an hour and a half, something like that. So to sort of get to that point, you have to sort of do quite a lot, you know what I mean? It's not, I look like a fucking gremlin most of the time, honestly.
No, if you want to look like a gremlin, look at the two people next to you. That's gremlins.
No, honestly, like literal like garbage can gremlin, like and it's just being a human. That's, do you know what I mean? Like I looked at myself in the mirror the day and I was laughing because yeah, was just like oh, what's that character off the Grinch, man?
Cindy Lou Who?
With all the little baby Grinch. It was like
now you've just set yourself up now.
That's all your secrets.
That's a challenge for you for the next Christmas time. You've got to do yourself as the Grinch now.
I've done it.
You've done it?
Yes.
I've done it ages ago. Literally, do you know what it is? I did that one back in, I think, 2018. And I think I had answered the door like that. I've answered the door in some funny looks. Like I don't know how I didn't in the old place. I don't know how people still come to the door because I was dressed as Skinless Frank from Hellraiser once.
Oh my god!
I would sit on my balcony with the neighbours just going past, like just sitting there casually, no skin, my cat there having a cup of tea.
Just drinking your tea.
Yeah.
My god. Well, I had a sneaky peek. Obviously I follow you on Instagram and everything, but I had a sneaky peek back through your Instagram. Right the way back to the beginning, and holy shit, Peaches, the fucking evolution of your makeup skills is just it's unreal. Like you are good, but then it's like a whole different level by the time you get to like today. I just fucking love. I was like showing Anthony, I'm like going, just fucking look at it, man. I fight with this.
It's been a journey. Like it's, you sort of, I'm still forever learning. Sometimes when I see like old photos, I like proper cringe because I'm like, no. And like I probably cringe at this makeup like further in the future. Like it just shows that you're sort of improving. But thank you for like saying that because it's nice to sort of see, like for people to see that, I guess.
No, I think at times as well. I think with social media and just in life in general, it's too easy to tear people down. So I think it's one of them things where you, if you can say something nice to someone, why don't you try and build them up?
Yeah. If I see whoever it is in the street, like say like if there's a man, woman, whoever, like if they're wearing something, even if it's not my style, like I appreciate other styles and aesthetics. Do you know what I mean? And it always like lifts them, and I don't just say it, just I don't say what I don't mean. I'll be genuine with it, and like you can see people lift faces light up, and like if you're having a bad day and you're out and about and someone's like, oh, your makeup looks really good, or like your boots look amazing, whatever, it's always like really nice, especially when it's from me personally. I like it better when it's compliments are nice, but when it's like another woman or like someone like from the queer community, I'm like,
Sorry, we should have got Graham on tonight to get him to. Graham
Yeah.
comes on. He does drag in Newcastle. He dresses as the Velvet Snatch.
Oh, amazing.
Oh,
But he-
Peaches, he looks fucking fabulous.
Yeah,
Have they got Instagram?
yeah. He does.
Yeah.
He's been doing the interviews for Drag Idol in is it Drag? No, is it Drag Idol?
Yeah, Drag Idol.
Drag
Yeah.
Idol in Newcastle.
Oh,
You see
yeah, I
on a
remember
Sunday
that
night.
back in the day.
Yeah. I used to watch them on YouTube. They used to have they would have them on a Sunday night, and then Monday morning they would have the clips up on YouTube, and they were the most grainiest shit out. Like you could not make out anything, but I still fucking lived for it.
Oh, I love it. Honestly, like, that's another inspiration as well, like drag, and I'm queer myself, so yeah, like it's nice to sort of see different styles and things, especially drag. I think out of RuPaul's Drag Race now and Dragula, like I used to like them about the same, but I think I have to say that Dragula's better for me personally.
Dragula's brutal.
Yeah, some of the stuff that they have to do, but like it's the looks. I'm always like inspired by what they're doing, and I love them. I've been rewatching them. Can you tell?
I started watching them the other a couple of months ago, and they were just absolutely there's Shade and there's Bitchy, and then there's them queens, and they are fucking brutal with each other.
But do you not think
the whole barge?
Yeah, do you not think with like Drag Race and RuPaul now we're just inundated with too much of it? Because before you used to look forward to like each season and see what was good, but now you've got UK Drag Idol, you've got Canada Drag Idol, you've got Drag Race,
Holland.
you've got Holland, then you've got UK versus the World, then you've got All Stars, and it's like I think this is the first time in a while we've actually got a little pause between Drag Race now. So I'm kind of missing it now because I haven't had it for a few, like a month or so. But when I was a little bit dragged out, I'm not going to lie. And
I totally get what you mean. It was just over exaggeration of it was just too much, but too much of the same thing, of the same queens, of the same like challenges and that, and I don't watch it anymore.
No.
I started watching the new season. I even pinched my sister's WoW. My sister has a subscription to WoW Presents, and I even pinched that just to watch it, and I can't keep up with it. It just feels samey. Like it doesn't feel like there's any change at the moment. So until there's like a big massive revolution, I will be missing that one out.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's like, I feel like after season 7 or something, maybe 8.
Yeah,
I think my favourites were the first I don't know, like season 4, season 6, 7 and 8, I think. Yeah. And then I had my favourites, and then I don't know. I just sort of I've seen every single one, and like I still used to watch it like religiously. But
definitely.
I think
Bianca. I think Bianca spoiled it for us because no queen's been better than Bianca since.
Oh, I love Bianca. So yeah.
Oh, she's doing the interviews at the moment. What is it? It's like a sit down interview with all the queens, and she's just fucking hilarious. Just absolutely hilarious.
Is that on Presents?
Yeah, it's on WoW. Yeah, she was sitting one week with their Crocs on because she told everyone that she had foot surgery, that she was making her feet bigger. And then Silky came on and said, "Where's your Crocs at?" And she went, "Fuck you talking about?" Like it never happened.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It was so funny. Just going back to your workshop though, Peaches, do you I know it's like a process thing, but do you show people your actual process? Do you give away your secrets?
Yes, I do. My hair's full of secrets, as Alyssa. There's a RuPaul's Drag Race reference. Basically, the last one that I did, it's like I've got my friend Jen modeling. So the last time I was just I think we ran out of time because I was on the stage. And obviously there's like the catwalk tips and things as well, and like the photo shoot happening. So I had to do sort of like half the face just to show like the difference, like that makeup can do sort of thing. So basically I show like what kind of brushes I use, products, how I sort of do things. Like I say, the last time it was my generic like drippy black paint kind of gothic whatever. whatever it is. So that this time I've got something else in mind, but I won't say. So I can't promise it's going to be sort of it'll still be gothic, but it'll be kind of something with a twist.
All right.
So kind of thing, because like it's kind of, it's hard to sort of, my brain's like constantly full of ideas.
Yeah.
That's why I don't sleep a lot. My brain's like a lot, like
your friend.
You find a lot of creative things. I think, like, say with me, it's kind of, I've always, like, since I've started this project, and God forbid, I wish I didn't, but I've always got that.
You say that.
Yeah, I've got. It's like you've always got like about 15 plates spinning, like saying, "What's the next step? What can you do? What?" Because you don't want to ever be standing still or be still or seen to be still, or to be content. I think the content's the wrong word to use, but I think that's the thing. You've always got to strive to be better, or do better, or to make things better. But I know with, like, say, your type of industry, it is a hard thing to do, to keep on top, because it's constantly evolving. There's constantly new techniques. There's, as you said, with before it used to be just like the big famous ones, but now with the internet and TikTok and YouTube, you've got all these new rising people like yourself bringing their techniques, learning different things. And not everyone is as, like, as you said, with as yourself being quite as sharing and giving out techniques as well. A lot of people do have them like close guarded secrets, so it's quite inspiring. Have you ever thought, like, say again, just by what you're talking about there, have you ever thought about like doing an idea of like I know you said your friend Jen models for you, but have you ever thought of doing like a kind of like a competition, like someone like you can pick out and have them be like the model, like say like a special appearance type thing?
To be honest, sometimes I will post like various things, like if I need a model for XYZ. But to be honest, like I have been thinking about that lately, and like doing my own workshops, as in like maybe not just with like the alternative model, like just me as a brand, if that's a thing. So,
Peaches and Scream is a brand.
It is a brand,
So like I say, but I think I confuse people because I do dance around a lot. Like I kind of just stick to just, like I say, the niche thing. I can't niche down. Everyone's like, oh, you should niche down, and like I think nowadays, especially with like the rise of social media and constantly on my phones, well, I try not to, but that's I feel like everyone's attention span's really short now, so people kind of unfollow if you're not doing the same consistent thing, if you don't post enough, if you post too much. So it's very fickle and it's very fast paced, I find, and like I say, it's just sort of, I kind of niche down. I just can't.
And I know. But your TikToks are absolutely fantastic. And what I love most about it is that it's all 100% you. Like, I know you, and that is like genuinely you.
Well,
I love that. I love everyone gets to see it.
Yeah, no, because like I say, like I was saying before, about, I would say 10-20% online. Like, I am this chaotic in real life. Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like we do have all different kind of personalities as well.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Jen's just joined the chat, by the way.
Oh, actually, I can't see.
Yeah. Hi, Jen.
Hi. No. I can't see like is anyone else on? Sorry, if there's any comments.
Mysterio Tube said a nice thing. I've been on the opposite end of a Peaches compliment, and it made my day.
Oh,
comment. But yeah, Jen has joined the crew.
I forgot that everyone's so hello.
Yeah, there's people here.
People do kind of watch it. Not many, but people do watch us.
Yeah, because I'm just like chatting away, like I can't see, so like I can't see the.
No, don't worry. The chat's not important. Sam likes to think they're important, but they're just minions. Don't worry.
I do feel like they're important, but I did want you to know that Jen was here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, it's nice that people have joined, because like I was trying to sort of tell people. I know it was started a little bit later than I thought, but I was trying to sort of get it posted, but I don't know, the algorithm as well. Like at the minute, it's like it's hard to sort of
Yeah, Facebook's changing a lot of things. Like we used to do like an everyone tag, and that's not even working at the moment. So
Nah.
it's like say what we are finding, especially with the podcast, it's basically we've got regulars that watch from time to time, and we do love yous, even though I'm mean to yous and be nasty to yous, but yous like that, you bitches. But it. Like I say, it kind of residual watches, like people watching during the week or watching or thing. So it does pick up. But no, the live ones is just because we like to do it live. I think it feels
I prefer it live.
It's so we don't feel like you're doing it scripted or anything can happen type thing.
Oh, anything can happen with me in the fucking room.
But that's why we want you on as well, so to make it like keep it interesting. I
was worried, like I say, about the coffee. Well, I don't usually. I have green tea, but I'm really sensitive to like coffee, like caffeine. I still have it, but I was like trying to have more to try and like sort of go throughout the day. And I try to have a nap like on the sofa with the cat at like 3 o'clock or something, and my brain was just like, oh, like it's just constantly spewing ideas, and like half the time I can't even get to just like there's so many unfinished projects, and like that's an annoying thing about being creative.
I was very much like that though when I was younger, because I could never finish anything. I would always get obsessive over things. This is the first project I've literally just sat down and went, right, we're going to keep it. I'm going to keep on doing it and work out what works, what doesn't work, and like I said, it's like a second job now. I'm not going to lie.
It is for him because he does do a lot of work. Can I just ask, Peaches, how long did it take you to do your eyes tonight?
Oh, the whole makeup, probably an hour. Should I do an extreme close-up? Sorry about this. If you're having it, I'm sorry. So like I said before, I think the little ghost face, this one's like deceased, I think, but like about an hour, something like that.
An hour
for the whole like makeup.
But that's impressive though, because like, I know, because most lasses, like, well, sorry, I'm generalizing there. Most people I know, when they do the makeup, like if I'm trying to get my wife to go out for something to eat, or go out in the morning, she normally gets up at 10 or 8 o'clock, and we're not out by 11, 12 o'clock. I mean, we're not out by 11 or 12. It's normally 1, 2 o'clock. So even though she looks beautiful,
I'm very much like that as well. Like, I just because I have things that I need to do, like so. Every morning I have this routine of like I have to sit and have a cup of tea before I do anything. So it'll be tea in the morning and like just sit there and like process being awake. And then like if I'm doing makeup or whatever and working on things, I have to sort of do things in stages, and like I say, tonight I did my makeup quite late. So it depends what kind of look. This kind of my everyday-ish kind of vibe. It takes about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, maybe. But like cosplay, that could be anything from 10. Well, Pinhead was like 10 hours.
10 hours.
And, I'm doing it again for the Sheffield Con. I know. I'm like, what? I know. It's mad. I think. For the con last time, I think it was about 9 hours getting ready. But then the shoot, I'm sure it was about 10, 11 hours, like with the photos as well.
Yeah.
And then a few years back, I did like, you've probably seen it. I did a pinhead with like blonde white hair and like the pins and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And that still took about 6 hours or something. So it depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
The Demogorgon, oh my god, I was sick of teeth by the end of it. Like, it was just, there was teeth all over the floor. My dad was like, what are you doing? Because he hasn't seen Stranger Things. So I was trying to like show him, and because I'm obsessed with Stranger Things as well.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to say it's Demogorgon. He thought it was just a flower, like a poisonous flower that I made. It looks like a flower, doesn't it?
It does, like say it blossoms, but like that must have. Sorry, I'm just laughing at the cat because the cats went to the screen to look at these as well.
There's Dinah.
But because that mustn't have been comfortable to wear as well for the Demogorgon head.
Oh, nah. It was like I say, I had the idea that I wanted to sort of be a sexy Demogorgon, so like latex
As you
and
do.
big shoes, because like again, it's that playing with the horror and like the horrific side, but then like is it cute? Is it beautiful? Is it like terrifying at the same time? And I shot it with Matt, and like it was, I had the big shoes on, and I swear, like, and if he hadn't been holding on to us, I would have been on my arse. Literally, I was like really, because where we were shooting, it was unstable, like the ground and everything. So yeah, that was dangerous. But I had to wear like sort of because it was just like a mask that I made it. So I had to like put a black like t-shirt over my head.
Right.
Oh my god.
I filled like I couldn't breathe. Like I filled the eye area in because I sort of built it up as like a mask so I could wear it with elastic. Couldn't breathe.
So probably dying for your art there, bless you.
Literally suffer for your art, and like I'm just insane. I think like I don't know.
It's not insane at all. It's just being passionate and knowing
and creative.
Like, that's the thing. It's like there's a way of doing it, and finding your own way and working things out as well. So it's definitely not insane. I know like it's one of them things you don't like. Like as I said, people saying it's hard to put the words in place, but it's not many people could do what you're doing. That's probably like the best compliment I can make to you. Is
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I never see it as I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Like because I see so many amazing people like on TikTok, especially.
Yeah.
Someone popped up on my feed the other day. I can't remember their name, but I was sitting there like gobsmacked, like at the talent. They were like, "I'm gonna have to find the name," but I can't remember the name. But honestly, I was like, "Oh my god, it was insane!" I just it's like but so much.
For me, my creativity comes just from words. I can write. That's about as best I can do.
That's amazing though. Like,
but when it comes to actual physical creativity, like my fingers just go to mince because the minute it touches, like I could think of so many ideas of what I would want to do, and then I'd be like, I have no idea how to execute it. So how the hell do you think to yourself one day, I want to be a Demogorgon and this is how I'm going to execute it?
I just like that, to be honest, that I was like, right, okay, how am I going to do it? And sometimes I do struggle with like how I'm going to do something. So like sometimes I'll have like an idea and then I'll write it down what it is, and then sometimes I'll do it and I'm like it didn't really work out very good, or I do something sort of off the bat, like random, and it turns out the best. And like I say with the Demogorgon, I think I just kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say I was winging it, but I mean,
no, but that's the thing though. There's no plan. There's no like set guide to say this is how to be a Demogorgon. This is how to put it together. It's like, as you said, trial and error. Does this work? I'll fling a black t-shirt over my head. I'll stick some things on here. I'll make this point.
I can't imagine there's a lot of YouTube channels that are dedicated to the cosplay making of a Demogorgon.
Huge. But I've never even looked because I don't post. Well, I don't have like YouTube as in posting and stuff. I don't know. I think doing physical tutorials. Video tutorials. I've done a couple, and I've done like the odd little snippet on TikTok or something. If I'm like doing a get ready with me, honestly, they're so fucking draining.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I kind of do it. Maybe in the future, but like I just find it like because I make mistakes constantly.
Yeah.
And trying to sort of manage that, it's an absolute nightmare. So like if I just have like a workshop time. Like coming up, like the one I made coming up, it's an hour, and I know it's like the fixed hour, and that'll be it. I'll not be, and if I do make mistakes, it's but I feel like the more mistakes I make, they just keep like tumbling, and I'm like, have a day off. Like,
but that's the thing. It's one of them situations where it might not work for you, like because you're putting that much pressure on the video because you can go back through. But doing, like I say, a workshop where you're in front of people and you got to just roll with it. If there's a mistake, it's like, right, I've made a mistake, but then showing people how to rectify that mistake or what you can turn that mistake into. I think, as you said, if you were going to do like the thing, maybe like I say, as you're doing now, like a live workshop, so it's where it's not like say where it's like, oh, you can't go back and do a redo, it's type thing.
Yeah, I used to do sort of like live videos like on Facebook, I think, and like I don't think I've ever even done a live on like Instagram or TikTok yet. Like I don't know, I just I like I say, I was in the habit of doing them, and I know I definitely did a live on Facebook. I might have done one on the Instagram when we did Pinhead with Horrify Me. Like that was definitely done live, like not the process, like the sneak peek sort of thing. But I don't know, I just haven't really got round to doing them, and maybe I should.
It's just something to, like say, especially because like, there will be a lot of people like interest, and just as you said, because not to blow smoke up your arse, there's not many people doing stuff like you're doing, but to this caliber or the level that you're doing as well. That's.
I don't know, I feel like there is. I feel like there's some like. Thank you. Like I really appreciate it. Like no, because I feel like there's. I feel like it's kind of oversaturated as well. With cosplay that's been happening for years and stuff like that. But like,
to be fair though, you're talking to people who's doing a podcast when that's probably the most oversaturated market.
Oversaturated form of art.
But to be fair though, the reason why we do it, it's a little bit like a therapy for us as well, and we get to meet cool and interesting people. That's been like one of the joys. Like the other week, we had a wrestler on, and he was talking about his wrestling promotion, and that was such an interesting conversation to have.
Yeah.
And
I like talking to loads of different like people from, like I say, TikTok has been great for like sort of making friends, like internet friends, and I'm going to meet up with a couple of them soon. So
don't do it. They're all ruggins. Like... They're all up break your heart. That's all I know.
Well, I was going to say like that we met through was it Facebook?
Yeah, Nerdy Up North. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been on there. I think I was one of the first few people in there or something. Well, probably the first when you first started it.
Yeah.
Then I feel like me and Sammy were talking on Facebook though, like off, like on my.
Oh shit! Sammy would have stalked you. Don't worry. Sammy would have been there in the background.
It was after the charity podcast, and we've not stopped talking since.
It's like it just it happens, and I know we've been trying to meet up sort of recently and things, but I know we're sort of schedule clashes because I would have come to see Scream with you.
I know you would. I know. And it's me sister's hen do tomorrow, and everything all starts kicking off quite early. Yeah. So, but I did go and see it today.
But yes. But talking about meeting up though as well, because we are all going to be meeting up soon.
Yes, I forgot about that.
So yes, we are doing Nerdfest, where for some reason they've asked us to host the cosplay competition. So unfortunately, Peaches, we can't give any special treatment. So I know you'll be.
I'm not going. I'm just going to go and. My friends are coming down to visit. I've invited them to mine for for the Easter weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice because I can just I'll be feeding them Easter eggs and be like, send us on your way. Here's your Easter eggs. Everyone's man, honestly. So they're coming down, and I was like, oh, there's a con. Well, it's more like a gamer one, isn't it? Like D&D and stuff.
Not really. Last time I went to, it was like a smaller con, but it had a lot of interesting vendors, like people selling loads of cool merchandise. But I think this year they're going to have, I think it's what's he called? It's this is an Autobot. The yellow one, I can't remember the name now.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee's going to be there.
I've met Bumblebee.
The DeLorean's going to be there, I think. Also, Johnny Five from Shark Circuit's going to be there.
Oh my god!
I think the giant.
Now that shows your age.
The guy who plays the giant in Game of Thrones is going to be there. So I
Yeah.
think last year they had Echo One, so I don't know if the Echo One's going to return. But yeah, it's kind of like a smaller con, but it's like say the cosplayers and everything was fun. There's a gaming area up the top where people go and play like the old retro games. But no, like say I go because it's got all the toys and stuff like that as well. But they've got like a little booth where you can get pictures taken of all the gremlins and stuff.
Yeah, that's the Gremlins. I love the Gremlins as well. Like, I can relate because I actually look like a gremlin when I'm like, So like, it's Nerdfest, isn't it?
Nerdfest, that's correct. Yes.
Yeah, like I say, I'm just gonna be going with my friends, and we're just gonna do what I do in cosplay. I'm not going to say what it is yet. It's nothing like spectacular for my like. It's not like a
she says that though. She'll roll in like dressed as the demigorgon
all these lights just appear and all this like smoke, and then like he just walks out from it. I didn't want to get too dressed up.
To be fair though, she might be giving us a hint now because she keeps on mentioning Gremlins. Is it Greta?
Oh, that would be good. I've never actually done Greta yet. I've done quite a lot of characters. Like I say, it's been a few years. I've done so many. I've dressed as men before. I've done like gender, like messing with. I did Khal Drogo a few years ago.
Yes, you did.
Tell you what though,
no,
you know,
fantastic.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I think you would pull off a really good Freddie Mercury.
Yes, actually, did I do a Freddie? Oh no, Pinhead did a Freddie Mercury with a Hoover.
Right. No, there's the crossovers that I never thought I would ever hear.
Pinhead that was Freddie Mercury.
It was after the con, and one of my friends, I was staying at her house, and I was dressed as Pinhead, and I had took like all the latex off, but I still had all the pins and the ball cap and everything on, but I had a pair of pink flamingo slippers on, and I think I had like a dressing gown and a pink nightie that my friend had borrowed us, like proper Hawaiian vibes, and I want to break free on, and I just got the Hoover. I was getting a bit like funny half hour.
So if you're not taking part in the actual cosplay competition at Nerdfest, so I might actually steal you to one side for a little bit to help us with the judging, with you being a pro. That could be the thing. So you can be more.
Like, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that's a good idea actually, because like I say, mine will be like it'll be like low key. That's if I can get it sorted out in time, because I need a sewing machine is what I need.
So if anyone is watching and wants to donate a sewing machine to Peaches, we've got a contact details. You can get in touch.
Donate is a new body, not a fossil, and maybe some green tea and a sewing machine.
No. So you don't want the one that goes like that.
But that would match in here though.
It really would. Like the gold and everything, like the gold and the copper with like the black table. Yes, it would.
Some of them are beautiful. Those ones, mind. Yeah, I need one that works though. Unfortunately, because I would literally have it. My dad was actually looking for the gramophone ones, like
the old style.
Not a gramophone so much,
not a gramophone,
like an old-fashioned one, and I didn't think he got one in the end, but like he sort of likes a lot of stuff. Every time he comes over, he's looking to see if I've got anything else new, and he's like you got too much in here. So I'm like, no, I haven't. It's maximum.
Well, at least he says that he got too much. My dad comes in and looks at my collection and goes, well, that just looks really bad. I'm like, well, how does it? And I says, my mum's going, it's none of your business. You're out of it. No, come on, what's bad about it? He went, you cannot have Harry Potter and Game of Thrones on the same shelf. It's two different fantasies.
Yeah, he put like I say, I all over the fucking place. Fucking chaotic, because I am just chaotic as fuck. Like it's the horror, but I am thinking about separating some of it, like obviously in the back wall. I don't know how much of the wall you can see, because I'm looking there and I don't know where I'm looking.
We can see quite a bit. I can see the fact that Right in the top right-hand corner of my screen, bloody Leatherface. I want to say it's Leatherface.
Yes.
I can just see the lips. I can just see the
Pretty
lips.
Leatherface is one of my favourites.
Oh, I love it.
He's so cute, man. Bless
He's
him.
adorable. He's so misunderstood.
I know, and I've got like an antique hammer next to him as well,
Right.
and the tie as well, because I've actually I've dressed up as I've done a female pretty lady Leatherface.
No, I think the pictures just went past you as you've just mentioned it as well. So.
Oh, did it? That's spooky. Yeah, spooky bitch. Yeah, like pretty lady. I've got obviously Michael Myers because you
I
know
can see Michael,
the OG one. So I've got like a corner there.
I can see Creature right underneath Michael.
The little plushie.
Yes.
Like, so it's kind of just scattered around, but like I feel like I've gone a bit more over the top with like thrifting, well, charity shops, and markets and things, and picking up things that my dead nan would have.
All right.
Like,
yeah,
or would have had.
Yeah.
And people give me stuff that nobody wants.
Right.
And I'm like, I'll have it.
It's almost like that. Like, see, the woman from Labyrinth, where she's going, oh, this is my little pretty.
The lady in the trolley.
In the flesh.
Yes.
I love it.
What's her name again?
I can't remember now. Yeah, like we're
It's
doing a
been
Labyrinth
such a long
episode
time.
soon, so we'll have to rewatch it.
I'd have to. I haven't seen it for years.
I love it. I love it.
It is really good. So is it safe to say that Pinhead or Hellraiser is your favourite horror?
Well, I always joke and I say this is the worst question to ask me, like, what is my favourite horror? Because I love so many. And obviously, I mean, Hellraiser's obviously on the list. The Halloween franchise, Hellraiser, Friday the 13th. I love like the Universal monsters, Creature from the Black Lagoon. I was crying my eyes out the other day because he passed away, didn't he?
He did. It was the one who, because there was two. So there's Creature on land and there's Creature under the sea. So the beautiful sequence that you see where Creature is swimming and twisting into, that's him. And yeah, he passed away. I think he's like the last living cast member.
I know, honestly, I was crying my eyes out. It just hit us because I've got like, I think I'm emotionally attached to like monsters. I see them as like comfort monsters. I joke about saying I've got like a comfort monster or something.
Yeah.
Like because I grew up with them and like
No,
you
you would probably get on with our last guest we had on from Steph from the Castle Coven gaming the girls.
Right, yeah.
That podcast took a dark turn that we weren't expecting. They've got this game where they talk about, it's like I can't remember what it was called, but the premise is they talk about which monsters they would fuck.
Me doorbell's going, but no.
I did. It's not me. But yeah,
I was gonna say because there's always someone in my house, but no, not today.
Not today. But yeah,
not today, Sam.
So the premise of the game that they play, they'll pick a monster and they'll have a discussion whether if they would fuck it or not. So that was bizarre, shall we say?
Yeah.
But it turned out,
pretty standard.
Yeah, so they were like into the scaly ones. I thought a werewolf would have been nice to so you only get to see them once a month and you don't have to really get too much attached to it, type thing. But
sorry, I'm gonna have to 2 seconds.
Yeah, go on, because that's really annoying. All I can hear is a boop, boop.
Bloop, bloop. So yes, look at that mantelpiece though. Yes,
I know it is. If you're watching, are you putting this up on Spotify?
Yeah, it's one of the episodes, so we'll be going.
Well, if you're listening on Spotify or on iTunes or anywhere you get your podcast from, Peaches is, I would recommend just going on YouTube to have a look at this scene right now, because Peaches' mantelpiece is fucking insane. It's even worse that in the left-hand corner, fucking Annabelle's just staring at us.
She's looking at Chucky. Chucky's in the background of mine as well, so.
Oh, it's like, hey, friend. But yeah, her mantelpiece is spectacular.
I think it was someone ringing the rang the wrong door.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
how rude.
I know. I was going to say it's a bit late for visitors. What
we were
what
talking about horror.
Yes.
Oh, like creatures,
Creatures you would bang. So yes.
Creatures you would fuck.
Yes, I mean, I've got a list, to be honest. I'd rather. It's quite sad. Like I'd rather with a monster than an actual person. Half the time.
Well, human.
I think,
to be fair, the actual people are more scary than monsters in real life. To be honest.
Let's do. I'm trying to think. This has took a weird turn. I mean, it's kind of standard. Or Vecna from Stranger Things. I don't know. Don't even ask us why.
Vecna, no, I get that.
Definitely
it's the voice.
In costume, as in Vecna, and out of costume. I hope my dad's not watching this. I think he'll expect it, to be honest.
Vecna's watching you.
Oh yeah, like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the vines and like I'm just wrong. So him, Michael Myers. I think that's everyone.
Yeah,
Ghostface, Creature.
You wouldn't really have too much of a conversation afterwards with Michael Myers. It would be like,
nah. there's no crack there.
Honestly, yeah, like well, you know, you could have someone. You will just sit there and have a cup of tea with you. Probably, you know, just
at least you know you're being listened to.
That's it. Trying to think. To be honest, there is like a list. Obviously, male monster.
Peaches gonna have to. Yeah, Peaches gonna have to write a list now and post them up.
Yeah,
I'm just calling myself out here. Like, honestly, I'm literally trying to think. I'm trying to think of like female ones now. Obviously, I love vampires.
I know you think with the female vampires from Dracula.
Yes. Lady Gaga is the Countess.
Yes.
Yeah, she was amazing in that though. To be fair,
she was so good.
I've actually, talking of that, I've done that cosplay as well. I've done a couple of versions like a few years ago now. And like I'll just love the aesthetic, and I love like the gloves when she just slices people's throats. I'm like, yes.
Yes, I do. That is probably one of my favorite of yours, but the most recent one is probably my favorite. You can tell the white suit in the blood. Oh my god!
No, I forgot. Like I forget that I've done half this stuff. You know, I've literally done so many characters. I tend to sort of just focus on like doing the makeup aspect of it. I don't necessarily always take them to a convention. I'll do it in the house. I've done, like I say, I've dressed up as men. I went for Halloween. Me and a couple of my friends did, you know, the band Ghost.
Yeah.
I did Papa Churzo, that version, and I had to buy like a baggy shirt to try and make it look like I didn't have a chest, which was really difficult.
I was gonna say it's gonna be difficult to hide them really, but I didn't want to make that comment. So
yeah, honestly, so I was dressed as Papa, and my friends were the ghouls, and or the ghoulettes, whatever you want to call it. And I remember that night, we did like a video, you know, the Square Hammer video. Where it's kind of like all green and like flashing lights and stuff.
Yeah.
I basically put like a little TikTok together and didn't think anything of it. And I tagged Ghost. And I was screaming because they liked it and they shared it on the story. I was fucking screaming, literally screaming. I was like, oh my god, because I love Ghost.
It's like kind of like a come to Jesus moment type thing.
I nearly passed away. Honestly, I was just so like, what? It was amazing.
Just to ask about as well, because I know you've mentioned a few times that you've dressed as men. Have you ever done any makeup on any men, like drag and stuff like that, like dressed them up?
Oh yeah. I haven't done for a while though. I've definitely done a couple of Khal Drogos on men, like obviously. I've done like male to female, kind of like draggy drag. Yeah, not recently. Trying to think. Mostly just
I'm not, like I say, don't worry, I'm not volunteering myself. I don't think I could pull it off.
No,
To be fair.
no.
But it'll be interesting, like say, knowing like because seeing that aspect or doing because a man's I know it sounds strange, but a man's face and a female's face it does flow differently, and you can do different things.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's
totally.
just how it would work type thing. I'm trying to put that back over there now. I'm gonna just pull everything off.
Yeah, it depends on the outcome, and it depends kind of like what you want with it. If it was someone who, like say, I've had like a couple of trans people who would want to do it, so like, they might want to sort of. It depends on their facial structure. They might want to soften the features, or they might want to sort of. I don't know. It's really until I see somebody, or like what they want. Some people want to be a bit more like. Drag. Some people want to be a bit more soft, features kind of thing, and it's just like looking at the face and
going and seeing what inspires you or where it takes you type thing.
Yeah, or what their like expectations are, sort of thing.
So here's going to be a challenge for you as well. So the next time you get Sammy, I'm going to ask you to do Sammy's makeup.
Oh my God, I would love you to do my makeup. You know I would love you to do my makeup.
What kind of vibe would you like? Sorry, I keep moving.
God,
this chair's a fucking antique, so it's going like creaking away.
So sorry. I have hooded eyelids, which are they're the worst. Absolute worst. Do you? Because your eyes look huge, and yet mine are so
the makeup. Yeah,
that's what I need. That's what I need to learn. I need to know how to make my eyes look bigger, because at the moment they're tiny, and one is not the same shape as the other.
No, honestly, like I've got like I say like there's different variants of like hooded eyes. So like I usually say mine's like a slight hooded eye, but I work with around it. I work with what I've got on myself personally, but like for you, for example, no problem. Like it would depend. I mean, if you wanted like, because I like to do extreme kind of stuff. I don't like.
I love that though.
I find it difficult to do subtle.
Yeah.
I prefer doing like
just go balls to the wall with it.
Yeah.
So here's an idea. Again, this is just me coming up off the cuff there. So tell us to fuck off if he's not up for this. Why don't we arrange some time, get us all to be in the same place, and we'll do a live broadcast of the podcast where Peaches does Sammy.
I mean, is that a fucking 18+ kind of moment?
Yeah, no,
it's not going to be an OnlyFans episode, don't worry.
But
hey, we could make some money off that.
Yeah. I mean, that could be good. I could kind of see you with like some kind of green eye, like. Because I know you like green, don't you?
I was going to say it's because you know I like green.
But
yes.
I feel like it would really suit you as well. Like, I think
I have really blue eyes as well.
Purple. I think I see you with green or purple, to be honest. I think I'm leaning more towards green. But it's up to you. Like,
I absolutely adored my wedding makeup. It was so extreme. It was like my eyebrows were just fucking amazing. My eyes were unreal.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that's quite sweet, but I'm just laughing at Donna saying that she would pay to watch Peaches do Sammy. So
I'm sure. Well,
yeah.
Like
it'll be a fee.
Yeah.
I want to join.
£100 a minute.
£1 a minute.
I'm not
fucking
cheap.
Right. We'll split it. But yes, you can do. You by all means, honestly. You do your magic. I have wanted you to do my makeup for so long. Not just I don't want you to do my makeup. I want you to tell me how to improve or help me with my eyes.
Yeah, like sort of working with like what you have and like how to work
and understand it.
Yeah, because honestly, like on my TikTok, you'll see. I look completely different without makeup. I mean, everyone does. That's the whole point. Because I wouldn't spend all this money to look the fucking same, would I? Like, like, and I do. Like, everyone looks completely different. But I feel like on my TikTok, there's ones where I've got no makeup on, and then I transform into that. You know, like the whole transition thing when you click your fingers or whatever. Or like I do look different. And it's looking at like what you have and like working with what you've got and like figuring out kind of like what your vibe is or your style.
Yeah, but I think that's like the important. Like, I don't think people realize, like, it's, as you said, it's simply put, but it's always a hard thing is to work out your vibe or what kind of like suits you. I'm still trying to work it out now, so I'm a 40-year-old and still not.
I think a red eyes. To be honest, I think red, like smoky eyes or something. Yeah.
So on Sunday's episode now, you're going to see Sammy all dressed up to try and impress them.
Do you know what though? The other day, I felt like utter shit, and I think it was a Saturday or something, a Saturday morning. I was going to work, and I felt like utter shit, and I was like, do you know what? Before I go to work, I'm gonna go and put some makeup on. And I would never normally do this. If I'm working from home, I will look like how I did on last night's podcast for Game of Thrones. Absolute fucking state. I look, honestly, as the time went on, my eyes were getting smaller and smaller. I was that tired. But I thought I'm gonna start out, and then when I put the makeup on and I'm looking at myself, I was like, I feel so much better. Like, I feel so much better. And even Ant's got a shock. He was like, oh, where you going? I was like, nowhere. But I need to start getting in the habit of doing this.
Blessed, I didn't think you were having an affair, bless him.
Yeah, and Ant's like, where you going? Like, what plans have you got? And I was going, absolutely none. But that's not the point. I was just, I'm going to run the Hoover over. It just made us feel so much better. And for what? Half an hour in the morning just to slap some face on. So yeah, I'm trying to get more in the habit of doing it.
Yeah, and like it's I mean, I wish I just took half an hour. I get fucking like,
my half an hour is like just smacked on.
Like honestly, like I say, I don't wear makeup all the time. Like some days I just don't have the capacity or the energy to do it. So it's like trying to fit it all in, and I'll wear like completely nothing. I can't just go, I'll put like a bit of mascara on. It has to be like the whole lot or nothing.
Yeah.
I can't just go, oh, like I'll just put a little bit on. But it's just finding what you like with yourself, Sammy. Like if you wanted to sort of mess around with just like your eyes or something, especially if it takes half an hour.
Well, we'll try. We'll book in a spot. We'll give like full reign. Like I say, I wish we could blindfold Sammy, but that's not going to work. So
no mirrors.
I kind of need eyes for that.
Yeah. So
but there's no mirror. If you just no mirrors, don't show us any mirrors. Don't show us a reflection.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then honestly, just go for it. I'm not bothered.
That could be an interesting one. So coming up with ideas now, collaborations. That's the way forward there.
Yeah. Honestly, it's so chaotic. Like this is just the vibe anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
And I love it. That's the thing, because I'm very much the same. If you look at my house, as like this is my room. You've got poor Woody sitting next to Chucky up there, so it's like nothing ever is the same. There's Mr. Bean's teddy bear kicking about there somewhere as well.
Yeah,
but...
really. I love it. I love that. Like I love chaos.
Chaos.
Like as in, well, things everywhere. Like no, I like being neat and things in an order. I don't like mess, but then chaos as in like things not like matching together.
No,
it's my
wife's like that. She'll everything can't be like put in pairs. Everything's either got to be in three, or if there's put a picture up, it's got to be like slightly off to one thing. It's nothing can be, but it's asymmetrical, isn't it? I think that's the word. But it kind of gives her like a little bit of peace behind it as well. But no,
I totally get that. I would not, like, my OCD won't allow me to do that because it has to be straight. Everything has to be straight. But I love the idea that it's because it's not straight, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like your brain's your brain's not thinking about the fact that it needs to be straight because it's not straight.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think I'm trying to break through.
Oh, Joe's face has just fell on the floor.
Oh dear.
He's under the table.
Which ghost face is it though?
It's the first one, I think. Actually, it's probably not. It's not. It was one of them cheapo ones.
I didn't realize that the image changed ever so slightly. I didn't get that.
I can't even remember. You know, I've had it for that long. I think it was one of the sort of. I don't know if it might be from the third. Mate, I don't know. It's just I got them out because obviously I was proper excited for the new movie. And I know you said you had seen it, and like I said to Sammy last night, don't ask us how, but I literally just watched Scream 5 last night, and I'm very good at doing this. I avoid any spoilers, reviews. I don't look at them because a lot of the time I feel like the stuff that people hate I like, and then the stuff that they like I don't like, that type of thing. It's kind of the opposite. It can kind of go two ways. But literally, I seen Scream 5 last night, and I don't know how it took us that long to watch it, or why, or I don't know. I just didn't get around to it, and I realised it's been a year since it's been released, and I'm like, right, what's going on? And then I watched it. Obviously, no spoilers. I'm not that person, but I was screaming, shouting at my telly, and I was crying. I just so many emotions coming out. I was literally shouting at the screen.
All I got was a message, just Dewey. One word, Dewey. And I was like, I mean, it's been out for a year. That one has been out for a year. If you've not seen it, I'm sorry. But it was the fact that I messaged her back and said, how have you gone a full year and not known that?
Because like,
she's like, I'm a fucking ninja.
I really am. Like, because I don't like spending a lot of time on social media.
How do you do that?
It's like I'll post stuff. But then sometimes I don't post for ages because I've got like stuff going on or whatever. But like it might look like I'm on there constantly, but like I feel like I go through phases of like signing out quite a lot, and like
it's more bursts type thing, because I noticed like if you post in the group, we'll get like a few weeks of posts from Peaches, and then we'll not hear from you for a while, and it's like,
I'm very much that kind of person. I'm a bit of a what's the word? A hermit in a way, because
it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. Honestly, I wish I had the discipline just to turn it off sometimes, but I'm too fucking nosy.
But don't get us wrong, you do get sucked into it, especially TikTok. Like I'm obsessed.
Oh gosh,
I'm too old for the
He doesn't get it.
Yeah. So.
But when you get it right, when you get the algorithm right, you can sit there for hours. Like mine's at the minute, mine's like sort of horror, goth, queer, what else?
Mine's Scream. That's all mine is at the minute, is Scream, my algorithm. Because if you watch a video, the TikTok algorithm picks that up, and that's all you'll get is recommendations of that. So if you then watch a cat video,
cats as well, obviously.
Cats.
Yes. I was trying to think there. I'm sitting there going, what else is it on? Therapy talk, because I love trying to learn things and improve and things like that. I think we can all like learn and improve ourselves because so I'm trying to think, cats, dogs, or ghosts as well, like Papa. And there's this guy called Roger Clay, I think he's called, and he's just so wholesome. Like I don't even know how he started. He just sings songs, and he's so like expressive. And he was singing, who was it? Because I kept sending it to my friend Jen. I know she popped on before. And he was singing, what's that song? It's a pop song. I'm not really into pop as much. I can't remember the name. Is it Nicki Minaj or something? But he's like, like this, and I love him. He's comfort.
That's the thing. There's a lot of things when it comes to comfort. I like old TV shows, and you like say, and I know a lot of people like the ticking, the talking, and the talking and stuff like that. But because I know you were talking about Scream before, so you watched the Scream 5. I know. Let's be honest, it did get a lot of hate when it first came out.
I loved it.
So you really enjoyed it. So
I was on the fucking edge of the sofa screaming and shouting, and so to get that kind of reaction, that's when I know it's a good movie. For myself anyway, but I know like I think especially these days, I think everything's been done. There's that many reboots and stuff like that, and like I think people like to sort of like over review sometimes as well. Like,
definitely. It's one of them things. People forget that movies are there just to be enjoyed and think, they've got to change things, and that sometimes gets lost on a lot of people as well. Like we watched, what was it? The Rob Zombie's Monsters, expecting to hate it. And it's actually entertaining. It's okay.
It's actually all right. We had every expectation of actually doing our first review where we all just went, because we don't like to shit on things. You know, there's a lot of hard work goes into everything, and we're not here to shit on anyone. But we honestly thought that would be the first review where we'd be like, wah, wah. And it really wasn't. Like, we all found something that we kind of took away from it that we enjoyed.
It's like I don't know, like I tell you one thing that I was angry at, like Halloween, the last one.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna we'll not go into it because I don't want to get angry. But I saw that late as well. It was the last.
Me too.
Usually I've seen it. It was like the last week of the showing or something, and I went on because I take myself on little dates. And I was like, right, I'm going to take myself on a date, you know, dress up cute and all that, and like get me little slushes and pop whatever I'm doing, and I'll go and watch it by myself. And I had the whole cinema to myself, and I was like buzzing, this is amazing. And then I just was fucking literally shouting and just getting really pissed off.
Yeah.
I was like, why have they done this? Like, and I just got proper angry. But then, like, Halloween Kills, people were like that with that. But I loved Halloween Kills.
I thought Halloween Kills was it was a good middle movie. That's the thing. It wasn't a total movie. It was like kind of like saying this is where the story's going. Well, where we thought it was going, and then we got Halloween Ends, and let's say it just ended. that's yeah.
I know.
Evil didn't die that night. My soul did.
But like I remember Evil Dies Tonight was in my head.
Evil Dies Tonight.
Who's the actor? What's his name?
Oh, he was he was at a Weird Science and the Breakfast Club. Can't his name now.
What? Who played what?
Who played Tommy?
Tommy. It's a guy out of the Breakfast Club.
Got his name.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to search.
Because I remember
Breakfast Club is Judd Nelson.
No, not him. He was the little kid, the brainy kid.
Oh, the redheaded one.
Yeah. Don't knock my Breakfast Club knowledge here.
Anthony, oh my God, is it Anthony something?
I think yes, I think it is. You know,
Anthony something. He's in like Pretty in Pink and.
Yes. Well, basically, him. He. My friend.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Michael Myers.
That's it.
And he shared it to his story. It was a picture of me and my friend because we went to see Halloween Kills at the premiere. My friend was dressed as Michael Myers, obviously, and I remember him sharing it, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool," because I get a little. I think it's nice when people share stuff that you know.
I think it's lovely. Your friend Michael, he does the stuff for the Love of Horror, doesn't he?
That's him. He does a lot of cosplays at different events. Yeah. So. Yeah, me and him, we just had a laugh, to be honest. Like it was that night. It was kind of when something's like not planned and like last minute, and we had one of the best nights. I was talking about it to him yesterday. It was just so
organic.
It was just so good,
sometimes,
and it was just fun. And I don't know, just like last minute things like that. It just makes you buzz a bit more and like happy.
But talk about recent films that you've seen. So has there been any recent horror films that you've really enjoyed lately?
Malignant.
Right.
It was so off the wall. Like I mean, yeah. You can tell it's him. I really liked that actually. To be honest, I've kind of been stuck in my ways, and I've been watching like loads of rewatching old ones again because I'm that person. I'm trying to think.
If you haven't,
I've been proper stuck in nostalgia, like Dario.
Argento.
I hate pronouncing people's names.
I love seeing his name, Dario Argento.
No, I don't want to like pronounce it wrong because I.
Oh no, it's only if I know how to say it. Otherwise, I will butcher somebody's name.
Yeah, I'm really bad with like pronunciations, especially if it's like Italian or something like that, and I don't want to sort of like. I don't want to like offend someone.
Oh, don't worry. Like say we get names wrong all the time. Don't worry. Don't hear. But no, the only one I was going to say, if you haven't seen it recently, like I always recommend it when we talk about the things, is Black Phone. It was if you like ghost stories. If you like ghost stories, it's a very nice well, not a nice ghost story, but it's a very well done ghost story.
Let's give it a go.
It's a very well put together just a ghost story. But there's another one I think you'd like as well. And I don't know, I generally don't know how you feel about it, Paul. X.
Yeah, I quite liked it. I thought it was quite good.
I like that.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
I really liked it. That really stuck with us, that film. I can't watch Pearl though. Pearl is not good.
The makeup was really good in that, actually.
Yes, absolutely spectacular. But the whole cast, I just thought the whole cast was brilliant. But I am such on a Jenna Ortega high at the moment that the girl can't do no wrong for us.
Oh, I know. I love her. I loved Wednesday, obviously.
You were very reluctant to watch that, though.
I was. I'm a fucker, honestly. Like, when it's...
I'm going to get a soundbite of Peter just going, I'm a fucker.
I swear a lot. I like... It's me mum. She was the same. It's just was swearing like a sailor, and I've got it from her. Like, I don't mean it in an...
Oh, no, don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't you worry about swearing.
Tongue or something, it just comes out.
It's your northerness, and don't worry. Don't ever lose that.
And I forgot where I was going with Wednesday. That. Oh, yeah. So when there's a show that comes out, when there's loads of hype around it, I'm like, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it until like it calms down, because I don't know, it just... And then every other post was the Wednesday dance, the songs, the great songs like the Google Muck and everything, the Cramps, and I just was like, what the... I was getting really annoyed, like every fucking thing. And then I was like, do you know what it is? I'm just going to watch it because I've seen it, but usually I don't. I'll wait a while until the hype dies down. And I did that with Stranger Things. It took us, when did Stranger Things come out? 2016. It took us at least a couple of years. It was the hype of Stranger Things 4. And then when that died down a little bit, I was like, right, I'm watching it. And I was obsessed, hooked, binge watch it, literally love it so much. But like, it does take us a while to sometimes watch things. And Wednesday, I loved it. I don't know what you think of it.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, like I said,
yeah,
could have used a little bit less CGI, but that's just like a preference to most things. But no, I thought it was done really well. Now, I know I did set you a task before you came on today, so. And you told us off. You said that it's the worst thing I could have done for you. I did ask you to name your top 5 horror movies.
Oh, fuck's sake! I can't do it. No, like we kind of said a little bit before, didn't we? There's just so many. Again, it's hard to just name. But obviously Hellraiser. Obviously, the Halloween. I've said this before, didn't I? Halloween. I was gonna throw in. I'll throw in a horror fantasy because Crimson Peak. Obsessed with that. Like,
beautiful.
Really?
Yes.
I loved it.
I thought aesthetically, it's beautiful, and I can totally get why you would want, why you'd love that aesthetic vibe. But the story for me was so.
No,
I couldn't get behind it. No, I couldn't get behind it.
Maybe sort of, I don't know, like I don't know if the aesthetic might have sort of
swayed you, but
pulled us a bit.
No, I thought it was beautiful. Like I liked the story, I liked the tale. I thought the acting in it was tremendous, and it was spooky enough to where you felt uncomfortable at times as well.
Yeah, so maybe I need to rewatch it again. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah. And what's his name? Doug Jones. I call him the Creature Man. He's done like
I call him Doug Bradley because I can never get his name right.
So he's he did the because he's a contortionist.
Yeah.
Contortionist.
Yeah,
and he's done a lot of he did Pale Man in Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
And Fawn, I think he did the Fawn as well, actually.
There's a lot of Del Toro's, and he was like Abe in Hellboy and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was. And what I kept I watched The Shape of Water recently, and it's so beautiful. That I can totally get behind, that monster. Like I could totally see me banging that monster. Yes, but I just kept wanting to call him Abe all the time. He was totally giving us Abe vibes, and I was like, that's your name from now on. Like, I can't be bothered to keep saying creature or however way they want to call you. But that movie was just so beautiful.
Yeah, I love Guillermo. Another name that I don't want to.
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. I'm obsessed with his stuff, to be honest. When the Cabinets of Curiosities, did you watch them?
Oh, I was obsessed.
I have not yet.
The only thing I didn't enjoy
Really
was
good.
the last episode. I thought the last episode left on a bit of a damp squid, but some of them, the rat episode was amazing.
Yeah,
I
like
do want to
honestly,
watch them.
Oh, you should read. Honestly, like them. Trying to think, I can't really name a favorite. I kind of like the first one, and I can't remember which one that the cream one was. You know what that lotion carry on?
Yes,
like, I don't know.
it was, and
Not what it was called.
Oh, is it like Twilight Zone episodes? Like
it's all standalone episodes, but they're all taken from horror. I think there's a lot of Lovecraft in there as well.
I
Yeah,
love a bit of H.P. Lovecraft. I totally appreciate him more as an adult.
yeah. There was quite a lot of It's like a bit of a mixture. Like I say, I'm probably not selling it well. The lotion thing, I can't remember. I don't want to give. I don't want to have spoilers or anything. But
I have like the worst memory. If you said something, I'd never remember.
But the guy
I'll do it off camera if you will consent to that.
I consent.
But the ginger lad from Harry Potter, I can't remember his name. We played Ron. His episode, Rupert Grint. His episode was really well done. It was like a kind of like a ghost story. But
that was really good.
But no, I think a lot of the cabinet was done really well. But talking about like mixing up your cosplay with horror, I would love to see you doing getting pressure on you now of the Pan's Labyrinth. If you do the Peel Man, that would be interesting.
It's been on my list, honestly. There's so many monsters, so many characters, so little time and effort and energy. But yeah, Pale Man, just like the makeup bit and the hands and be like, hiya.
How you doing?
I would love to. Yeah, honestly, I've got so many lists and stuff. I've just done so many as well. But no, Pale Man, I love him. Like I say, Guillermo del Toro, I just love anything he does, to be honest. Like I said, that's why I chose Crimson Peak, because it's a horror fantasy. I was trying to when he said a top 5, I was trying to put them in
categories.
Yeah,
that's what problem we've got every week when we do ours.
Yeah, I have to do the same. I have to make sense of it in my head.
It's too hard. Because I could be here all day. I love the Hammer horrors. I love obviously the Universal monsters. The Conjuring. We all know that I'm obsessed with that. And I love James Wan. And I know that the Conjuring movies got slated a lot. And little Annabelle there.
Oh, we are fans. We are fans of the Conjuring universe.
Yes. Well, maybe not the third one as much. The third one.
Yeah, third one. It was just because the other two I felt was so good. That one just didn't quite hit the mark. I didn't not love it.
I think the ideas behind it was they had some brilliant ideas. I love the idea of the witch and the whole say the priest who was the thing. That was the thing I wanted to know more about, and they kind of just went away from that. I was like, stay here. This is really entertaining. This is terrifying. Stay with this. And they went, no, we're going to go over here. I was like, no, you're missing the idea of what we're liking here.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there was a couple of them that weren't my favourites. I would say the Nun maybe because I think it was the hype again. There was a lot of hype around it.
There was a lot of media attention on that one. I remember I was proper drawn into the Nun.
Oh yeah, but I wasn't. It's good, but I wasn't. I don't know. I think I was a bit let down, but I still love it. I love Valak. I've done as well.
I love Valak. My only criticism of the film is I haven't seen it properly because it was that dark in the cinema. I couldn't make out what I was watching. So I can just I've seen it, but I've really not.
Right, actually, yeah.
It was so dark that it was actually unwatchable of how dark it was. The only bit that I picked up was the end with the guy in the barn who then turns out to be the guy who they do performing the exorcism on in the first Conjuring.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Well, it's that one and I don't know, Annabelle Creation maybe. I don't again, I think I love the makeup. I love the music. Insidious as well, obviously.
Yeah,
Oh,
Insidious,
yeah.
Funny
yeah.
enough, I was like I say, I've been really fucking just rewatching all the old stuff that I'm like.
Comfort.
I think it is, and like I was watching Insidious 4 the other night,
Mhm.
and I realized I was like, oh shit, the new one's coming out. That's probably why I was wanting to watch it, maybe.
Mm.
Obviously I've seen it a few times, but yeah, the Last Key.
Mhm.
And then I think 5. I feel like that's out this year.
I think so.
Or is it The Conjuring?
I think there's going to be another Conjuring movie soon.
Is there?
They're always
think
rolling them
that's-
out, I think. So I don't know how much James
wow.
Wan's involved with it anymore. But
I don't think he had anything to do with the last one, but I've just finished watching the Saw franchise.
mhm.
I love that's another one I
Oh,
love to see.
Peaches, I have just got a total found new love for it. Like, all I want to do
Amazing.
is sit and watch Jigsaw on repeat because
Yeah.
of how fucking brilliant that film is.
I love it. I love Billy. I need a Billy.
Yes, I've just bought myself a little Billy, and my new
That's
lanyard
yours.
for work is a Billy one.
Oh, he's proper cute.
He is adorable.
Yeah, I love it. I just yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to keep throwing cosplays at you as well. Just with you mentioning her sitting next to you, have you ever thought about doing your little friend as a cosplay?
Oh, Annabelle. To be honest, no, I haven't actually. I don't. I think probably. I don't know why. Actually, I haven't done Chucky.
Mhm.
I've done Tiffany.
Yeah.
I've done human form
Mhm.
Tiffany,
Mhm.
and I've done Tiffany, bride of
Mhm.
like the bride, the doll.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really. I don't know if it's because I had seen when the movie come out, there was quite a
Mhm.
it was like loads of people doing it.
Yeah.
And they had some amazing ones I've seen, I don't know. I just haven't really. I was like, no, I'll just leave her there. We'll just sit and chill. But nah, I haven't really. I probably won't.
Well, it's a shame because I think you could actually pull that off. Like, say, imagine carrying Annabelle around as Annabelle.
Annabelle, that is
yeah.
really meta. That actually.
But my friend
I
Joe,
like
my
that.
friend Joe Lawrence, she lives in Ashbrook, and like her house is over like a main road when you go back.
I've got them on Facebook, I think.
Facebook. She's got Annabelle, like say one of the dolls that you've got.
I think it's the same one actually.
Yeah, she puts her in different poses as people's driving by, like when they're going to work.
I've seen the photos. Yeah, that's fucking. It's great.
So there's been loads of people posting on Facebook saying I've just been freaked out by Annabelle waving at us in the window and stuff like that.
It's great, honestly. Like, yeah, because hasn't she got like quite a few different ones?
She's been getting a few different more like monsters and stuff like that. But a little son's obsessed with all the horror. Like I don't think she's let him watch the movies, but he's obsessed with all the like characters and stuff, as we all were when we were kids as well. So watching, like say, growing up, watching films we probably shouldn't have, and they've warped our tiny little minds to what we are now.
Oh yeah.
We did it all behind our parents' back, though. Kids have been so fucking honest with their parents. Did you know? I did. I didn't tell my mum and dad what I was watching.
This story, I'll tell you. I think I might have told this story on the last podcast, but it's not really a story. It's just whatever. It's my mum. She actually. Right, you know how we used to have Blockbuster?
Mm-hmm.
Before Blockbuster even, there was always that like corner shop or that like back alley like video store. And there wasn't
or a man in the van that used to turn up.
Yeah. Right.
I've still got the corner shop though. I live over the road from the one where I grew up in. And you can still see the stand where the VHSs used to be.
Oh my god, I would cry. Like, yeah, it's like so like what's the word? My brain's just started switching off now. What's it called? Nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, my mum, we had one near her anyway, and my mum actually got The Exorcist out for us when I was a kid. And out of all the horror movies, and I've seen a lot of horror movies, The Exorcist was the only movie that shit me up as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
really?
Yeah. And I don't know, I think because, again, it was my mum and my auntie mostly, when I'd go in my nana's house. My nana was she was terrified like Freddy Krueger and stuff, but I used to go around their house on weekends and, well, probably most of the time, to be honest, and late at night on the telly would watch like whatever was going on. And there was documentaries and true stories, and like because The Exorcist was based on a true story, but with a little boy, it did something
put
to
two
it.
and two. You put two and two together. You see true fucked up stories to where you see on a movie that's a true fucked up story. Oh my god!
And I shouldn't have been watching it for a start, but I've literally just got goosebumps talking about it because it was just so like for its time as well. It was very like chilling, and the makeup and everything and the voice. Obviously I love the movie, but like I as a child, that was one of the movies.
Yeah, you're probably too young to watch it.
Yeah.
I watched it on Monday on my It's the first time I cracked my Blu-ray open, and holy shit, it was the whole entire cut. The spider walk down the stairs. I was not expecting that. Like and it's my favorite film of all time. Like I watch it probably more than what I should, and I still got an absolute shock. My nephew once asked me to watch that film. He was staying at my house, and I let him watch Scream, and the little shit managed to work it out before it even finished. And he was looking through my collection, and he went, "I want to watch this." And I went, "I am not being held responsible for them nightmares. You can fuck right off."
No, I used to have an auntie as well, because when Channel 4 used to be good and show all the horror movies on a Saturday night or Friday night, she used to stop and watch it, but record it for us and let us watch them, like say when she used to babysit. So the only times I didn't get to watch it is if there was any nudity in them and stuff like that. So she used to like say, "Oh, you can't watch that movie. There was too many boobs for you at that time." So it was always a bit disappointing as a kid. But no, that was my like say horror introduction to horror, shall we say, as a very young child, like watching. And she was the first person to watch Rocky Horror with us as well. I didn't understand the lyrics or what they were saying. I just thought they were catchy songs. I think I've told you before. Embarrassing me, mum singing "I'm a sweet transvestite" going to school as a little kid didn't go down too well, shall we say.
I grew up on Rocky Horror. That was I didn't understand half of what it was, but it very much was like prevalent in my family. Like I've seen it. I saw it more as a kid than I saw it as an adult. But yeah, I grew up on that. But I've been in horror. Horror's been in my life for probably since I was about 6-7 year old. It's just and it's never ever left.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. So we've got a few of your picks there. So what was the rest of your picks that you had there, Peaches?
I think we got 3. 4.
Oh,
3, 4.
Did I say
Hellraiser?
Hellraiser, Halloween, Crimson Peak, or The Conjuring Universe?
Yeah. Last one.
Like Insidious and everything. Creature from the Black Lagoon. But this is pushing it, mine. This is really pushing. I can't do it. This is just it's too hard.
You should have seen us the other week. We did top 5 songs, and all of us were bawling. All of us were bawling in tears. Like by the end of it, it was hilarious.
It was one of the most heartfelt episodes we did. It's probably one of my favorites we've done this year, like of top 5s. I absolutely loved that episode. But Creature is like it just fills my heart with joy.
Yeah. It's I've got him tattooed on us as well. I've got a big portrait this big on my thigh. And I love him. Like I say, my logic for picking these top 5 was the different kind of like genres in the same horror, like obviously horror fantasy and like universal monster sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I did like a top 5 of each kind of thing. Obviously Nightmare on Elm Street though, I love Freddy. Like I'm just I can't do it. I just can't.
But saying that though,
just forces to do these things.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's why we're horrible mean people though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But we did actually do a Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street episode where we tried to watch all the Freddys, and some of the later ones were very, very hard to watch.
Couldn't do it. Honestly, Freddy would not even be in my top 10. I don't know why. I have never been that interested in Freddy Krueger. I've watched them, but Michael Myers was always the more intriguing for me. You could see the evil on him. It was on his face. Whereas with Michael, he was very mysterious. So yeah, I didn't. Freddy. I probably might appreciate him in like 10 years' time when I get a little bit more older, but right now, it wouldn't even make me top 10.
Oh, no, like I would have chosen them, but like I say, I was trying to go like in sort of categories. If you can even that.
Oh no,
try.
we've stopped like trying to work, like trying to be logical and stuff, and just went from like what kind of comes to first in your head. But
I just can't do it. I can't, like, it's the same with like interests. I've got such a diverse and broad, because people are like, oh, I never knew you liked this. I'm like, yeah, like it's because there's just so much to fit in that, and like it probably seems like I do kind of bounce around from different, because I'm chaotic and like different like ideas and different things that I post, and there's just too many things in the world that I love.
But if you if you didn't bounce about that, would you be you though? That's the thing.
Exactly.
That's your personality that people are getting attached to and getting involved with. So so I know we've been talking for a while, bless you, and just to quickly round up. So to plug again, because I really want people to go know about this. About your makeup class, and like give the dates and everything as well.
Yeah, so it's with the alternative model of the year competition, and it's going to be on the 27th of May at Trillions. I haven't been given the time slot for me yet, but basically you can go and get your photo taken if you want. It's kind of like a low key, you don't have to compete, you can get your photo taken, or you can choose to sort of enter into the competition for the model thing. And I don't know I think last time they were talking about like catwalk tips and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just kind of a bit of everything, and they'll have the photography going on, but then you can just go and chill.
I was going to say, for your workshop, can you just be like a spectator? So if I said if I drag Donna, who I know is in the chat, if I drag Donna down and Charlotte down, because I don't know if you'd be ever interested, Paul, but can we just be spectators?
Look at Hot Flaps getting dressed up.
It's the makeup side is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, it's just like I just see it as like a social kind of thing as well. Like it's a chance to sort of like meet kind of like-minded people. And you can see like me doing my whatever makeup. Well, I know what I'm going to do, but like doing the makeup, and then you can sort of just choose to have like professional photos done and to enter the competition, which I think a lot of people do anyway. They turn up and they think, oh, I'm not going to do it. And then they do, and
if we take Goodwill, will you gothify Goodwill for us? Give us a goth Goodwill.
Michael Gothwill. Oh my god.
Oh god, he's got that many gimmicks now. So
we've added one more.
But yes,
but it's a Trillions. 27th of May. I think I might be going.
Yeah, it's a Saturday. Yeah, it'll be a Saturday. But yes. Like I say, it was fun last time. And I met like a few people there. You know, you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know
what's gonna happen.
Sometimes, like, you know, when you meet people, you kind of meet all walks of life, and sometimes you sort of might think, oh, I'll be friends with this person, but then sort of, you know, it might not work out or whatever, and then you might just go like, actually, I've met this other person and we'll gel better, or you know, stuff in common, and then you can sort of hyperfixate on whatever like genre. Like I think it's nice to have like different categories for people as well.
No, that's pretty much like everything that we've done. We've never judged anyone or like say like treat anyone like we wouldn't treat like say we would like to be treated ourselves. I guess it's always about that respect factor, and it's always nice to meet people that you instantly have that like instant connection that you build that friendship. And I know we've talked a lot like behind the scenes, but this is only really the second time we've actually spoken like face to face on the podcast as well. So there's a lot of pressure on there, and it's always nice that it comes across as like, well, I hope it does come across that it's like easy speaking and stuff like that.
It's just felt so natural tonight, because I feel like because we all know each other, it's just been like a natural. I've loved it. I've absolutely.
It's just like friends having a chat, and then obviously I forget that I'm live, and then I'll be swearing, and I'll be like thinking, "Oh my god, what am I doing?" Like,
it's all right.
I just forget. I don't have a filter sometimes. And
that's the best way. That's the best way. Don't worry.
I know, like, because obviously I wouldn't want to like upset someone intentionally or whatever, but I do swear a lot, and I had to like. If there's kids around as well, I'm like,
Well, there's definitely no fucking kids on here.
Yeah, niece and nephew, I'm like, right, I need to
Oh my
just
God,
not,
don't say that.
I have to just like not swear in front of them, which is really hard with me.
So what I was going to suggest as well, like say if you do get any updates and like say please post it in the Nerdy Up North group as well.
Yes.
Keep us like say up to date, and there'll be a lot of probably nerds that don't know about it, and like say the more they can like say get a grasp on. I know you mentioned, I think you've asked us before about posting the group. Please take advantage of it and just
Yeah, no, because I think I don't think I don't know if people already kind of like know my shtick, if you want to call it. People already know who I am, maybe in some instances, and they might.
Well, they're gonna know now, love, because you're on
Yeah.
the podcast.
But that's the thing, because we want, like, we are very much about a sharing community. We don't want,
Yeah.
we want people to
totally. But like,
experience
I
that.
feel like maybe that people already know that I exist, or like they might know what I do, and some people are like it, some people won't. So I
If people don't like it, they can fuck off.
I know, exactly.
It's as simple as that.
You fucking put as much as you want on there.
Yeah, like because sometimes I know like when people post like memes, they seem to do a lot better than actual. You know, I've noticed a few artists
there's a lot of memes
on TikTok lately. They spend hours, obviously myself as well. They'll spend hours doing something, and the algorithm won't push the content out, and you know, there'll be no like hardly any views or whatever, and people get sort of caught up in it, and people will share like a meme, and it goes like thousands and thousands.
Oh no, I understand that completely. Like say on the Facebook page that we run, I'll post something like about the podcast. It'll get about 200, 500 hits. I posted about a cat being on attack, over 200,000.
Isn't it? It's just it's
crazy what people love.
And the algorithm is they've really messed with it, and I think it's frustrating, like especially when you're trying to promote something or whatever. It just gets pushed out, and they want you to pay for it.
Yeah, I've never been one for the paying for side of the things, but. No. Like say that's probably where because I know when you, as you said, being a creative, it's always a bit different. Like us, when we do this, it's just about meeting new people, and if we get like say a core group, which we have, like say we've had a consistent number of people watching us tonight as well, which is always nice to see. And I'll be honest, you've probably got a new best friend like that you've probably never met. Donna loves you, by the way, Peaches.
Oh, no, I think she's great as well. Like I love like her like style and stuff, and like because I know she does well. She likes the same sort of like clothing and stuff as me, I think.
Yeah, your style is very on point with each other.
Yeah, like the same.
She loves a bit of PVC.
Oh yeah, totally. That's the thing I've just remembered as well. Totally, I'm selling like a lot of my stuff on Vinted at the minute as well. Like
yes,
talking about PVC, I've just sold some PVC. Well, I've sold quite a few PVC things on there. So yeah, just my mind was like, oh, PVC, because I'm having a big clear out at the minute because I've just got so much fucking stuff, and I've got like honestly like loads of clothing in like different sizes and different brands. A lot of like stuff. I don't know if it would. Actually, yeah, some of the sizing.
It's your shoes I'm interested in. Oh, that's what's going to fit me with the same size. We say 8.
Oh yeah, I've just I put some on actually. Like I've got like demonias.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've got half of us doesn't want to part with some of them, but I'm kind of being ruthless and like just really going through it. Like I was literally sat on the floor because I'm in the middle of decorating because I kept saying to my dad, I want to change this, I want to change that, and like he helps us with a lot of stuff, you know, and like the paint and stuff as well, and like since I've been in here, I was like, oh, I need to finish the room off, and I still haven't done it. But then the other week I started it, and I'm trying to like get rid of everything in there to like then create a nice space sort of thing, because at the minute it's just full of I call them well, it's just chaos really. So like boxes from when I moved, but it's loads of different things in the same box and like bags and things. So I literally sat in there the other day and I had like a bag for charity, a bag for recycling, a bag for rubbish, and a bag for like selling. So I had all these bags. I'm sat there like for a little grandma on the floor going, and putting them all in thingy, but it was quite productive. But I've still got a lot of stuff to go through.
Still a lot to go.
I found quite a few things. I was like, why have I held on to that?
Yeah.
Like costumes and stuff. I might. I don't know if I want to get. I did get rid of some cosplay sort of semi recently as well, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Well,
but yeah,
go and check our vintage out if you want to see what she's selling.
And if you are selling any interest stuff, don't forget to post it in the group as well, because as you said, there'll be some.
If it's cosplay stuff, I'll post it in because I think people might be interested in the cosplay side of it. But yeah, it's a lot of like sort of like alternative clothing, gothic clothing.
Well, we have been told we're the goth group as well, so don't worry about that. But yes,
proud of it.
But no, bless you. So thank you very much for coming on. I don't know if you've got just to mention as well. I know you've said you're going to be at a few different cons as well. So what cons would you be able to see the fabulous Peaches at coming soon?
So I'm going to do the Nerdy Up North, which is. When's that again? April.
Nerdfest.
I wish it was out the Nerdy Up North one.
I wish it was Nerdy Up North.
I just say the Nerdy Up.
You did. But
so maybe that could be in a few years' time when we actually start making money as well.
You'll be our headliner.
Yeah. Nerdfest, which is in April, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then Sheffield HorrorCon, because Doug Bradley's going. Obviously, that has to be done. So far, that's it, because at the minute, the way my logic is, I'm only going to be going to a con if it's like what our class bucket list guests. So obviously, I pretty much never missed any of the horror cons for years, and then last year I didn't do Sheffield and I didn't do For the Love of Horror, and it was the first two that I've ever missed in the last fucking like 6 or 7 years, something like that. So Sheffield HorrorCon, that's it so far.
Well, there is because we've got a little bit of an announcement to make this evening as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is breaking news this week. If you want to see bucket list guests and amazing panels, we have been asked to do a panel at SunnyCon this year. Again, a return. SunnyCon Part 2, Return of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds, shall I say. We are going to be doing our top 3 cartoons at SunnyCon.
Yes.
So
not a versus. Not a versus this time. No arguments. No making anyone cry.
Amazing.
Yes.
We're just going to be doing top 5. We're going to take it back. We'll not take it back because we do top 5s anyway. But it's the original concept of the podcast was tops.
Yes. So we're doing
going
top
to be 3 because we've only got an hour.
So we've only got an hour to fit in all the shit.
Because funny enough, at SunnyCon, I was supposed to do it last year or whenever the last one was.
You were meant to come with us last year.
Yeah, but
I
was poorly. Like I'm always poorly. Like, I'm poorly a lot, but that's another story. But the SunnyCon, and I was like, because I like Studio Ghibli, and I was gonna potentially dress up as one of those characters.
That'd have been fun. It's gonna be so much fun this year. It's jam packed, and we're only at March.
Yes. But thank you so much, Peaches. Like I say, this has been an absolute joy. Like, thank you so much for that. It's felt like
it's been fun. Thank you for having us again. Like I say, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
I'll not make the obvious joke and say we'll have you any time, because that would just get us in so much trouble. But like I say, I do like the premise of like Peaches doing Sammy, so that's going to be like say the thing I'm going to try and organise next. So see if we can get everyone in.
Yeah, however way you want to word that, as long as she is touching my face with makeup, I'm good.
Yes.
I think it'll be good. Like I say, I usually like in my head I'll get like a build up of what I'm thinking of doing. Usually before I do it, if that makes sense. So I've already like worked in my head.
I just started working it out. Oh, brilliant. This Sunday's episode?
So yes, this Sunday's episode is all about our favorite movie experiences, cinema experiences. Sorry, so talking stories about doesn't have to be amazing films, just like say great stories about cinema. We have got a new guest that's joining us. So I'm not always going to say a name, but I'll leave that till Sunday. And
Oh, surprises, surprises.
potentially we have got the other goth mistress joining us as well, which is Donna. So she's going to be coming on and telling up stories, probably as ghosts touching her up in the cinema. You never know, Donna.
And how many celebrities she's killed.
Yes.
You just don't know how it's going to happen.
Yes.
I'll have to watch that.
What, to see how many celebrities Donna's killed?
Yes. So we've got that. And then we're going to be doing the Last of Us review next Tuesday after the season finale on the Monday. So we're going to be talking about the show. We've done part of that. I know Dan from Blade and Marvelous did join us last time. Unfortunately, she is away, but she has told us she's going to be doing a write up for us, so I can read out her thoughts on the show as well.
Oh, excellent! Because she did join us for the first 3, so it'd be nice to know how she felt the ending of it was.
Yes.
Your
Patreon's just been released today as well.
Yes.
So the
episode 6,
the Game of Thrones talk. Also, I don't think we've got anything planned for next Friday, so there might be a return of Captain Goodwill and Admiral Graham talking about Star Trek again. So I might help them do that live. See how this week goes. See how much he annoys me, shall we say?
So again, another jam-packed week for the Nerdy Up North gang.
Sounds like I've got it all planned out. Sounds really good.
Yeah. My wife's away in Australia for 7 weeks, so I've just basically been planning everything till July.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
That's it. You have to keep out of trouble.
Exactly.
It's either that or I'll be going insane. So yes, I've been killing myself at times, but yes, we've got a lot planned. We've got a lot on, but yes. So, anything else?
No, we'll do all the promotions on Sunday.
Cool. So thank you, Peaches. And anything you want to add before you go?
No, I don't think I.
You know what? That was put on the spot. That.
Like the caffeine train started like slowly running out, so my face just started like rest and bitch face mode. I'm like,
no,
like
no, you've been an absolute.
But no, thank you.
Honestly, you've been a gem.
Thank you for having us again. It's been really cool.
Cool. No problem. And again, I'll phrase it in the best way I can, and we'll definitely have you back on soon. So don't worry.
Yes.
Cool. So yes. So same bat time, same bat time, same bat channel. Can't get my words out now.
Oh, stay nerdy, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.